legal United States tender, and you will not sell me one of the many guns that you have.
I'll sell you all the guns you want, but you just can't walk out of here with them. You can have them
Shipped to my home state, which is what I've heard up and down every row in this place.
Then you might start to think it's true.
God damn it, how is it possible that I stumbled onto the only law-abiding gun show in America? This is Florida. The goddamn state is shaped like a gun. You can't walk to your mailbox without tripping over 3 of them. God forbid you sell one to a cop!
A lawsuit has been filed challenging interstate handgun sales. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, what I do here, you can support me with a link. Everything's appreciated. And as always, any comment on a gun-related channel is being scrutinized and can be removed without notice. Please be aware this is happening. If I remove your comment, I'm going to tell you I did it and why. Let's talk about this. And this is happening. It actually broke yesterday that there is a lawsuit filed by the FPC, the Firearms Police Coalition, on behalf of Elite Precision Customs, challenging the federal ban on interstate handgun sales. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I hope a lot of you do understand how this works, if you buy a handgun in another state, it must be shipped from a dealer in that state to a dealer in the state where you live. So let's say you're from Texas and you go to Missouri. By federal law, if you buy a handgun in Missouri, it must be shipped to Texas, and then you come back home and you pick the gun up at your local dealer. This lawsuit is planning to end all that, which, once again, I think is a great thing. But let me bring you into here. Lawsuit challenges federal ban on interstate handgun sales. And this is filed in Texas, which means it's going to get a very good start. Firearms Police Coalition and FPC Action Foundation have filed an important new lawsuit challenging federal laws prohibiting licensed firearms dealers from selling handguns to out-of-state buyers. The new lawsuit, titled Elite Precision Customs, LLC et al. Versus Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive, challenges the federal ban on interstate handgun sales, filed by plaintiffs Elite Customs, which we know, Tim Herron and Freddie Blish, and the Firearms Police Coalition. The lawsuit takes aim at regulations that prevent individuals from purchasing handguns from federally licensed dealers located outside their state of residence. Here's a breakdown of the key issues and elements involved in this legal challenge. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we know who the parties are. Okay. Under current federal law, individuals cannot purchase handguns across state lines directly from dealers unless the firearms are shipped to a dealer in the purchaser's home state. We know this. This law under 18 U.S.C. 922A3 and 922B3 is argued to impose undue hardship on buyers and sellers by adding unnecessary costs and delays. And that is true. When you go to another state and you do buy a handgun, you know, whether it be directly or indirectly, you have to pay for the shipping fees to get it there. You're going to pay a transfer fee when you go pick it up. So it adds to the actual cost of the item that you purchased in the beginning. So yes, it is an undue burden financially. But this issue was previously addressed in the case Mance versus Holder, where the district court ruled the ban unconstitutional, a decision later reversed by the Fifth Circuit Court. The plaintiffs are leveraging the recent Supreme Court decision in New York State Rifle Association versus Bruin, which rejected the use of means-end scrutiny for evaluating Second Amendment claims as a new basis to challenge the interstate handgun sale ban. And the fact that we have a very conservative Supreme Court probably plays into that also. The plaintiffs argued that the ban violates the Second Amendment by preventing law-abiding citizens from purchasing handguns across state lines for lawful purposes. They contend that with modern background checks and digital records, the concerns that originally justified these restrictions are outdated. Now, as I said, I'm not going to get too deeply into this. But President Cody G. Wisniewski, counsel for the plaintiffs, said the government's ban preventing firearm dealers from selling handguns to people that reside in other states is unconstitutional. The ban has no historical support. Once again, he's citing Bruin here. and cannot be justified under Supreme Court precedent. We look forward to demonstrating that in court. And this is going to be a big deal. Now, it gets tricky with state laws. You have some states that have magazine capacity bans and some states that don't. Now, that is also being challenged in court. As a matter of fact, there's one potentially going to be reviewed by the Supreme Court. That's here and there. But I'm in full agreement here. A 4473 in Oregon is a 4473 in Florida, as it is in New York, as it is anywhere else. Will there be some state law problems? Yes, there are going to be some issues with dealers at the state level doing this, but it should be universal. You should be able to buy a handgun in another state and be able to purchase it and bring it with you. That should never have been an issue in the first place. So, once again, this is another very important lawsuit. We have the momentum with the Supreme Court being very conservative. Once again, this is going to take years to get through the system. So, we're going to be sitting on this one for a while, but this is good news all the way around. And with the Bruin ruling, of course, this is going to be the foundation for a lot of these lawsuits coming forward. Once again, I'm hoping that an assault weapons ban hits the Supreme Court soon. I'm hoping this year, and it gets heard, and we get a ruling on it. It's going to create waves, but it must be done. We must end this nonsense with states making up their own laws that are unconstitutional, that we then have to spend God's amounts of money to fight. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time the video goes live. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.